The Greek government is blaming domestic terrorism for today's attack on the American embassy in Athens. An anti-tank shell was fired into the building. No one was hurt. Greek authorities are checking whether the attack was the work of a leftist group called the Revolutionary Struggle. It's the first major attack on a U.S. target in Greece in more than a decade. An official in Washington says there is no reason to believe the attack was committed by al-Qaeda. The renewed search for remains at the World Trade Center site has turned up 39 more bones. Yesterday's find was the largest in one day since last October. Crews are digging up a road which carried construction trucks in and out of the site. In the original 9-month cleanup, crews discovered more than 20,000 pieces of remains of 9/11 victims. None has been matched with any victims. It's time now for a look ahead to the weekend forecast. Here is Matt Broderick in the Weather Center.
All right, Hasiel, thanks very much. Always good to look to the weekend. This weekend doesn't look great. It looks a little bit unsettled, at least, through the next several days, probably through our Martin Luther King Jr. Day Monday, and then after that things will dry out, but boy, will they cool down as well. 41 now in Stroudsburg. Any sort of issue that we had to the north and the west earlier obviously is now gone. We're seeing temperatures well above freezing. Earlier when we saw some of those light showers or a bit of drizzle move through this morning, some places were around freezing, so we did see a few slick spots on the roads north of the Lehigh Valley and of Reading as well. But now well above freezing, even in Reading, 43, 44 in Trenton as we speak. I would say overall today into the upper 40s for our temperatures, variably cloudy skies, meaning the clouds are going to be tough to break, but at times a little bit of sun or at least some brightening in some areas. You can see the clouds last 24 hours pretty prevalent across the region. Every now and then you see a little break or two, so that's why we're just going to go variably cloudy. And not a whole lot of precipitation today or tonight. While there can be a shower or two or a sprinkle or two in some areas, most of the action you can see is actually south of the region. That'll continue to be the case into tomorrow. I think at some point, and boy, the key to this forecast is going to be where does this front set up for us. Watch as it moves a little bit closer to us. It probably just sinks to the south of us, but it's going to be very close. So anytime there's going to be a little wave of low pressure riding along the front, we're going to have a chance of some rain at times. So today, tonight aren't washouts. Into tomorrow, we could still see a shower or two, but it's possible later tomorrow and tomorrow evening that we actually see some showers or a period or two of rain around. So just want you to be aware of that. Then as we move into Sunday and Monday, as another area of low pressure moves in, I think we'll see periods of rain at that point. Our only concern would be tomorrow night into early Sunday morning, mainly in the Poconos, perhaps the northern Lehigh Valley and northern Berks higher elevations, of some possible ice or snowflakes mixed in. I think for most of us, this will just be a rain event. Variably cloudy, a shower in spots today, 47, mostly cloudy tonight. Could be a shower or two as our lows drop to 39. So everybody is above freezing here for tonight. For tomorrow, mostly cloudy, 48 degrees, so still well above normal. Not a whole lot of sun. I think for the most part, we're going to see a lot of clouds on your Saturday. Shower or two in the morning, then later in the day into the nighttime hours, a period or two of rain is possible. Again, perhaps some of that ice or snowflakes mixing into the north. Periods of rain through Monday could end as flurries, and then there you go. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, cold weather lovers, finally for you, a forecast you will enjoy, and it looks like they'll enjoy it.
Finally something for the cold weather lovers.
Exactly. It is time.
Yeah, thank you, Matt. Okay. Straight ahead on 69 News this noon, Congress is butting heads with the president to lower drug prices for Medicare patients. And are Americans giving the thumbs up or thumbs down to the new Democratic-controlled Congress? We'll have the latest poll results up next.
You're watching WFMZ TV 69 News at noon with Hasiel Cordoba and meteorologist Matt Broderick with the exclusive AccuWeather forecast.
House Democrats intend to take up a bill today that would require the government to negotiate drug prices for Medicare patients. That's despite a veto threat from the president. Currently, prices are negotiated by individual insurance companies, but supporters of the bill believe government can do better. The bill is one of House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's 6 priorities for the new Democratic-controlled Congress. It is expected to pass. More Americans approve of the job Congress is doing now that the Democrats are in charge. According to the latest AP Ipsos poll, 32% of Americans surveyed say they approve of the Democrats' job performance. That's a 5-point bump up from last month. The new rating puts Congress on par with the president, whose 32% approval rating is a new low for him in the poll. Investors on Wall Street are taking in some positive news from the retail industry and some downbeat news from the tech area. Nicole Petalides has the latest from the New York Stock Exchange.
Rising incomes and holiday discounts kept Americans shopping last month. Advanced retail sales rose 0.9%. That was higher than expected, and it caps the strongest back-to-back gains that we've seen in nearly a year. Meantime, shares of Advanced Micro Devices are falling today. Intel's only rival in the personal computer processors saying fourth quarter profit tumbled as its larger competitor cut prices to regain market share. Elsewhere, look for the new AT&T starting next week. The largest U.S. phone company is eliminating the Singular and Bell South names in ads. AT&T wants to save almost $3 billion in advertising costs. The new AT&T will appear on ads on television, the internet, billboards, and also radio. And watch for big changes at Pepsi. The soft drink maker will introduce new graphics on its cans and bottles. Pepsi will swap sports, music, and fashion themes every few weeks. The company plans to add 35 designs worldwide this year alone. That is your latest look at business news. At the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Nicole Petalides with the Bloomberg Market Update.
And there's still more to come on the news at noon. The mayors of Seattle and Chicago are betting big on this Sunday's playoff game. We'll tell you what's at stake. Barry Bonds is back in the spotlight, and David Beckham makes the deal of a lifetime. Sports is next when we come back. The only giant panda cub born in the U.S. last year is making her major television debut. Take a look at Mei Lan, who lives at the Atlanta Zoo. Her name is Chinese for Atlanta Beauty. Mei Lan has been in seclusion since her birth in September while she learns to walk. Sunday's playoff game between the Chicago Bears and Seattle Seahawks has sparked a friendly wager between mayors. Chicago Mayor Richard Daley and Seattle Mayor Greg Nichols, that's Nichols that you saw there, picked their city's most delectable foods to bet on the game. Chicago will offer up hot dogs, deep dish pizza, and smoked salmon and stuffed pretzels. Seattle promises Chicago wine, chocolates, and Starbucks coffee if it loses. It was business as usual today in Spain for a soccer star who will soon be headed to America. Chris Curtis has that and more in sports.
In a statement released Thursday night, Barry Bonds denied that he ever got amphetamines from teammate Mark Sweeney's locker, as earlier reported by the New York Daily News. Bonds, however, made no reference to the Daily News report that he failed a test for the drugs last season. The slugger only saying that Sweeney had nothing to do with the matter and apologized to him and his family, as well as to his teammates, the Giants organization, and the fans. Bonds is still under investigation for possibly lying under oath to a grand jury about steroid use, but has always denied using performance-enhancing drugs. Just 22 home runs shy of breaking Hank Aaron's all-time mark, Bonds and the Giants still have not finalized a new contract for the upcoming season, agreed to back in December. He could be our Michael Jordan. Those are the words of MLS Commissioner Don Garber regarding soccer superstar David Beckham signing a ridiculous contract with the LA Galaxy. It's a reported 5-year deal that could be worth $250 million with endorsements. But at age 31 and for roughly $1 million a week, is one of the most recognizable athletes in the world worth that kind of money.
There's not a player on the planet that MLS could have signed, a soccer player, who will come here and get more Americans who've never seen a soccer game before to go to a stadium and watch. He is so much bigger than the sport of soccer that it's pretty hard to describe. He's already very well known in America, and he'll draw a lot of people to games in Los Angeles and around the league.
The MLS season gets underway in April, but Beckham isn't expected to join his new team until August, once he's finished his commitments to his current team in Spain. To golf, Michelle Wie playing with the men at the Sony Open, and Wie not off to a good start for making her first PGA Tour cut. Playing the event for the 4th straight year, Wie shot an 8-over for the opening round. That puts her in next to last place, 5 shots ahead of a Hawaiian pro. Luke Donald's at the top of the leaderboard after cutting a 7 under 63. With Headline Sports, I'm Chris Curtis.
Coming up after the break, find out which actress is showing the world it's never too late for another baby. Meryl Streep takes her vocal talents to the theaters in a popular musical turned movie. That and more in today's 69 News Star Watch.
Mamma Mia does its show again? The answer is yes, and this time on the big screen, starring none other than award-winning actress Meryl Streep. She'll play the mother in the movie version of the popular ABBA musical, which tells the story of a bride-to-be, her formerly rebellious mom, and the search for the bride's unidentified father. The musical features 22 ABBA songs, including Dancing Queen and The Winner Takes It All. This is Streep's first role in a musical, though she has shown off her voice in other movies, such as A Prairie Home Companion. Married and with more children. Katie Seagal, best known for her role as Peg Bundy on Married with Children, is a mother for the third time at 52 years old. With the help of a surrogate, Seagal and writer-producer husband Kurt Sutter have welcomed their first child together, a daughter. The couple has been married since 2004. Seagal has a 12-year-old daughter and a 10-year-old son from a previous marriage.
All right, it's time for one last look at the weekend.
Yeah, a couple more mild days and then. Variably cloudy skies today, shower in spots 47. No more issues with any sort of icy spots to the north. 39 tonight, mostly cloudy, a shower or two. Tomorrow, 48, could be a couple showers or a period of rain later in the day and at night. Maybe some ice or snow to the north. Sunday, Monday, periods of rain could end as flurries. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, there you go. Set it up. Hit the slopes, make that snow. All sorts of things can happen at that point.
Okay, lots of activity.
Lots of activity.
Thank you very much, Matt. And that's going to do it for us here at noon. Thank you for watching, and have a great weekend.
Bye-bye.